Well, hey there, my friends. Welcome to my channel, InknWhimsy. My name's Laura Daniels, and I'm so glad you've decided to spend a little time with me. We are going to be creating a layout using the Close to My Heart Silver Bells collection that just came out in our November and December inspiration catalog. So I wanted you to have a chance to see the beautiful paper that's included in the kit, as well as the photos I'm going to use and what I'm using for my inspiration. So this is the sticker sheet, and if you look up close you can see that it's all in silver and gold. You know, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, silver and gold. I absolutely love it. This also looks like it could be a winter wedding, which would be beautiful. But the very best time of the year, season's greetings, believe in the magic, rejoice. There are just so many things you could do with this kit. Deck the halls, peace, love, and joy. Celebrate the season and December traditions, and look at the beautiful ornaments to color in. And I have the Silver Bells card making stamp set. So we may stamp some of these, color them in, and use them in the layout, which I'm kind of excited about. Now these are the photos that I want to use. This is way back in January of 2010, and we had one of those iconic, beautiful snowstorms. It was like right out of a Norman Rockwell movie. Now this photo, it's a little closer up than this one right here, but this one's a little more muted, so I may use these two right here. And let me show you the inspiration for it. We always have a product launch for those of us that are makers, and we get to see the catalog first before anyone else, and they show us all of the actual artwork, and then they do a class. So we do a scrapbook layout and we do cards, which is just so much fun, and we learn a lot, and they teach us coloring techniques, art techniques. It's just all the good stuff. And this was an inspiration 12 by 12 page that we did in the actual launch workshop. And what I love about it is that it's all muted, and you can see how I'm going to place my photos a little differently, but I think they go beautiful with this kit, don't you think? So if you're interested in seeing how it all comes together, then go grab your favorite cup of coffee. Let's have some fun together. Alrighty, my friends, I hope you've grabbed your cup of coffee and you're settled back in so we can have a little bit of fun together. I'm excited to see how all this is going to come together. You know, I'm always surprised, as you all are, as to how A ends up being Z, so we're just going to have some fun here. I did some preliminary cutting and put down this piece of cardstock, which I need to do my glue dot so that it won't be shifting all over the place. So let's do that. And remember, this is my inspiration, so at the end of the video we're going to compare the two to see how they look, because when you have your inspiration, it's your jumping off point, but then you have photos that are different, right? Look how these photos are different from this. These are all vertical, whereas I have a horizontal and a vertical. So we'll see. All right, so the first thing is they have this beautiful piece of cardstock along the bottom. I believe the cardstock color is mink. Now you can see I mounted my two photos on white, and then I want to bring in some of this toffee. So we're going to set this aside, and we will just be looking at that throughout. All right. Oh, well, we're going to look at it right now. All right. You see how it has the joining colors right here? So you have the toffee and you have the mink. Now, this is all up to, I just kind of eyeball it and figure out what I want to do. So the base is ink, and then I took a piece of toffee and I cut it. Now you're probably wondering, how did I get a ruler to go all along like that? And basically what I did, I'd say I was quite innovative, is I lined it up. This is what I love about the Versamat. See how you can, you know, always get your measurements right. So this was a full piece, and I did the 12 right there, and then I just did a second ruler and put it right there. So then with a pencil, I drew the line right there, and then I just cut it either with a pair of scissors. It'd be kind of hard to fit this into a paper cutter. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is to glue this down, and I want the darker side. That's the other thing I love about Close to My Heart paper. You have the light and the dark, so you have even more selections with how you want to put your page together, and we all love that, don't we? All right, so let's see. I'm gonna put this down, and I don't want to use my tape roller from Close to My Heart to do something so big. All right, so let's set this down. We're gonna match it up to the corners, because once it's down, it's down. Well, we've got to be careful. All right, there we go. I think it's looking pretty already. I just love it. All right, so then they have a piece of white daisy on top of this. So I cut my piece of paper. Alrighty, so let's get this set down. Now obviously there's not two shades to white. You have white and you have white. Now when I first saw this collection, I'm thinking, oh, it could only be used on, you know, Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, Christmas. Now this whole story is a beautiful snowfall that was in January, and it was back in 2010. So it has nothing to do with Christmas, but I'm still adding the bells. I guess that's like the prerogative that we have, isn't it? All right, so now you can see they pulled out this printed paper. It has holidays written on it, but and season greeting, but unless you're looking at it real close, you wouldn't even know that that was on there, okay? So don't look that close. So I'm going to put this down, and you can see they're leaving the white edge so that you're going to see the white daisy cardstock. All right, so I'm going to stick this down now. All right. All right, so I'm going to put this down so that it is showing a titch. There we go. That is pretty. I mean, this would be beautiful for a Christmas wedding or November, right? All right. Now, this is, I love this. I think is my favorite piece of cardstock. I love it. It reminds me of candy canes. So we're going to put this along the side here. So let's put this right here. Make sure I'm recording. I always look up like that. All right, here we go. Oh, well, how come that's not straight? What is up with that? All right, here we go. Now you wouldn't think that would look real pretty together, but I love it. All right, so now we need to work on this side over here. And see, I already changed it up a little bit. I have the candy cane striped on this side also. So let's see what happens. All right, so here we go. Now we're going to add this piece. And again, we're making sure that we show a little bit of the white daisy cardstock underneath. I just love all the different layers. So this one is going to go. I want it to be even. All right, there we go. Isn't it beautiful to see how a page comes together? All right, so now we're going to use this charcoal. That is way too dark, right? So we're going to use this side. And let's lay this down. And it needs to go, because I'm going to put some embellishments up at the top. So we're going to have this down to about right here. I want to move it over a little bit. Let's put it right there. All right. Boy, I hope I'm straight. It's kind of hard to tell when I'm up here looking down. And I think, see, you have the different shades. I think I want this shade, not this one. Add a little bit of tone on tone. We're going for it. I've already glued this side. we have committed, my friends. We have committed. Now this charcoal brings out, whoops, well no, brings out the silver bells. The silver in the bells, the silver right here, which I love. All right, so now we want to add the candy cane stripe over here. What do you think? You loving how this come together? I am. Wait till you see the photos on it. I think I'm going to mount the photos on some toffee ink, toffee paper. Okay. I want a little bit of that showing. I want a little bit of that showing. All right. Let's put that right there. All right. Now, where are my photos? Here's this photo. This is the one I want on the top. And look at the difference it makes when I mount it. I double mount it. I love to double mount because you get the white. Look at that, how it just brings out the colors in this. The brown in my husband's jacket with the toffee here. All the different tones of brown. Now the question is, no, I like the lighter one because otherwise this matches that completely. I don't want it. I don't want it. So we're going to do this way. All right, so let's do that. I just ran out. Is there ever a good time to run out of roller tape? No. It's just like a stapler and running out of staples. There's absolutely never a good time because anytime you're using the stapler, well, you're using the stapler. So what you don't want to do is to run out of staples at that time. So, I don't know what to tell you. There's just never a good time. Unless you can tell me in the comments when it is a good time. So you just do that. You tell me when it's a good time to run out of roller tape with other times. All right. Now we have this, and I don't like it when things are so symmetrical. I've kind of stepped out of my comfort zone and I do things a little crooked here and there. Where's the dark side? So I want this side. Or is this one, should I do it darker? Well, that's really on the wild side. I think we're going to do it. Wait a minute. Yes. Oh my. You're probably looking, would you make a choice, please? All right, this one's going to be on this side. And you notice I did this one in black and white. I realized that I enjoy seeing black and white on my 12 by 12 spreads, even in stamping. I think you've noticed that I've done that also. I just do a black and white stamped image because with the other colors, it just really tends to bring out the other colors. All right, so we have my black jacket. Let's see, what do I want to... Now I got to remember, I don't want to go over the bottom. And I'm going to have my journaling. Let's do this. Oh, let's just go for it. Let's stick that down right there. All right. Now, I want to put my journaling down. You know me, I love to go grab my cup of coffee. And I had to tell the story about this beautiful snowfall. And I've got to tell you, it was Norman Rockwell all the way. I was going to handwrite it, change my mind. Because when I get into Word and I type it up, I can change the color, I can change the font. So I love how all of this just looks together overall. And I brought out more of the brown. So here, and it was like a Norman Rockwell. The snow was that thick, fluffy, white, big flakes. And they were just covering all of our evergreens in the backyard. And all that kept going through my head was the... you know the movie White Christmas, and when they're on the train and then they start making the hills and everything with the skiers coming down, then they start singing the song. What song is it that they start singing? I probably got it all in your heads now. That's it. That's all you're going to be thinking of. How many of you have seen White Christmas? Is it one of your favorite Christmas TV movies? Oh, I love it. There are just so many fun parts to that movie. And one of them being on the train when they're singing the song. The other, one of my favorites, and I have many, is when the two sisters are singing Sisters. Yep. Oh yeah. Okay, here I am going to struggle with these now, aren't I? All right. So this is a beautiful bow, and it has some holly and evergreens in it. And the colors, because I did one of the photos in a soft black and white, look how pretty that looks right there. And I either have a little bit of my hand showing, or I do it like this. How do I want to do it? I kind of like it like that. And I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. I hope you like it, because that's where it's going. Oh, and it looks pretty lifted off the page. Love it. Okay, now I have a few more embellishments that I want to use. This says peace, love, and joy. I like the fact that it has the off-white and then it has the gold. So I was thinking of putting this right down here. I don't think, do I want to pop it up? Do I want to? Let's see. Well, I think we should just go for it. So we're going to stick these babies down. Well, now, you know what I should have used was a strip. Oh my gosh, it's all these last minute changes that just throw me off. Do I have any? Oh, here we go. This will work. All right, so let's put this down. I think it's just, oh yeah, this is perfect. And we are gonna grab some scissors that are not right here. There we go. Okay. Oh, this is looking so pretty. Here we go. Yep, I had long blonde hair. Obviously I colored it then. I had, the color of my hair naturally was brunette. I don't know why, I just went through this gotta have blonde hair type thing. All right, now I want to bring out the silver up here, and this was a sticker, and then it had the ornament, and I just glued those together. So we're going to stick this on. And I like that. Now this is going to go, oh, we're going to have a few other things on top of it. I want to go up just a little. I love that corner right there. And yes, I just realized that's not even. And you know what? I am not doing anything. I am not taking the whole thing apart. It is staying like that. If anyone looks at my pages that closely, like I said before, they just cannot be my friend. All right, let's put this on. We're going to have this on. All right, a dimensional. All right, what do you think? Let's look and let's see everything I did differently. Now they had a sticker down here. I wonder if I should put one. What do you think? Let's look. I'm not sure if there's something here. I've kind of demolished the sticker sheet. They have December traditions. Well, I can't use that. This deck the halls. What do you think? No, because see, look funny because they have this right here. Oh my goodness. Good tidings. Let's try this. I don't think it's going to look good because I have words. I just can't do that. I don't think it looks good. So, should we put anything else there? What about this right here? What about this? It looks kind of funny because I have a straight line. I have a straight line. I need something that's not a straight line. Oh gosh, all these little things. I may just have to pause the video while I ponder this, which I will do. Well, that seriously could have taken another half hour if I had allowed it to. So you can thank me later that I didn't have you having to watch me go through all this excessive pondering. I found this little sticker, and I want to show you what I use here because I think a lot of times we forget. So on the sticker sheet you have this, the big piece of sticker washi tape type, right? Well, there's this thin line that divides the two different ones, so don't forget you can use that also. You have to make sure you use all your resources, right? All right, so I'm just going to put that right there. I think it'll work. And now I want to add because we have these little dots, the Silver Bell dots. Let's see if we want to add, no, I don't want white. Oh my gosh. Here I go again. Here I go. All right, now these, oh my gosh, these are lethal. I'm almost, and the tip is sharp, let me tell you. Oh, that looks good. All right, so I obviously can't put one of the toffee colored ones up there, so we're just gonna, oh gosh, I like it. And I think we should put a little one down here. I'm not gonna do 3 and 3 because I don't want to use them all up. How's that? And yeah, I don't want to use any more unless I put another one down here to balance that out. So let's see. We can look together. Oh, right there. Okay. All right. Well, it's done. It's done in my eyes. Now, if you're still looking at it, you think something else to be done, I don't know how we're going to fix that. Because it's my video, my house, my scrapbook page. I don't think you can help me. Alrighty, so let's look at what I did differently. They had word strips down here. I didn't add one because they have a word strip here, which I think it looks very pretty. They have the bow and the beautiful evergreen and the holly up here. I moved it over here to join the two photos together. They had the Believe in Magic sticker putting right here, but I didn't have as much room because I wanted to offset this picture at a diagonal. So I don't have a cluster down here. I added 2 of these candy cane stripes, one here, but I also added one over here. I did all of the background pages the way they have it. And again, I was telling you how I type it. And all I do is just move the dimensions in once I know how big this has to be, and then I can use the colored ink I want. And I have 3 different fonts on here, and here is where the song is, and I did that in its own separate font. I did a cluster up here with the ornaments. This has nothing to do with Christmas, but there again, you're just bringing out the colors and having fun with your embellishments. Embellishments. All right, my friends, I'm going to call it done. Be sure to check out the playlist below because it has all of my previous one-page 12 by 12 layouts. This, again, is the Silver Bell collection. Also, stay tuned because I am going to be sharing some still shots with you so you can enjoy browsing through those. Have an incredible day. Be sure to leave a comment below to tell me what you enjoyed about this spread. And until we meet again, God bless. Bye-bye.